Tolu had just gotten married to the love of her life, Tunde, who was the only son and only child of his mother. His mother had insisted that after their wedding, they move into his big family house, a beautiful mansion with wide balconies and a garden full of sweet-smelling flowers. But there was one small issue. Mama, her mother-in-law. She was a retired nurse who now spent most of her time in the house reading her Bible and praying her rosary. Mama was a strong woman in her early 60s. She had always been the traditional type: wake up early, cook fresh meals, clean the house, and do everything the proper way. She didn't understand the internet much, except for WhatsApp, where she sent good morning messages and forwarded long prayers to all her contacts. Tolu, on the other hand, was a YouTuber who made videos every day, vlogs, cooking tutorials, and funny skits. She loved it. Her channel was growing and she was making good money from it. But Mama didn't understand. "Tolu, why are you always on that phone?" she asked one evening, frowning. "Every time ring light, cameras, hello guys. Don't you have work to do? Who are these guys you always talk to?" Tolu smiled. "Mama, this is my job." Mama shook her head and muttered, "This girl needs to find something better to do." Mama even told Tunde, "Your wife needs to be busy. Like, she should get a job. I don't understand all these ring lights everywhere in the house. Everywhere she's making a video." Tunde laughed. "Mama, allow her. Provided she's happy, please allow her." One afternoon, Tolu was doing a live video on her channel. She was talking to her fans about her new cooking series when suddenly Mama burst into her room. "Tolu, stand up and do something useful. This phone will not cook food or sweep the house. I thought you were a graduate. Go find a job. Always on your phone." Tolu was shocked. Her viewers were shocked. She just sat there staring at Mama, not saying a word. She didn't argue. She didn't complain. She just smiled. And that video went viral. People laughed. Others related to the struggle of explaining online jobs to African parents. And some even called Tolu the most patient daughter-in-law in the world. But the best part, that video made a lot of money. Later that night, Tolu showed Mama the money she had made from that single video on her analytics. "Mama, see this," Tolu said, holding up her phone. "This is how I make a living." Mama adjusted her glasses and looked at Tolu in disbelief. "You mean to tell me that just sitting and talking on that phone can give you money? In dollars?" "Yes, Mama. This is social media content creation." Mama was silent for a moment, thinking. Then she narrowed her eyes at Tolu and said, "So you make money by just talking? And people listen to you?" Tolu nodded. "Yes, Mama. I have a community now." From that day, Tolu noticed something strange. Mama started watching her closely. If she set up her ring light, Mama would sit in the corner, pretending to read her Bible, but actually watching Tolu. If Tolu was editing a video, Mama would peep over Tolu's shoulder, pretending to dust the table. One evening, Tolu was coming in from an evening stroll. She saw Mama sitting in her usual spot, talking into her phone. She had set up the ring light and was trying to record a video. Tolu covered her mouth, trying not to laugh. One morning, Mama came to Tolu with a serious face. "Tolu, I want to open my own YouTube channel." Tolu burst into laughter. "Mama, what do you need a YouTube channel for?" "I have things to say," Mama replied, folding her arms. wisdoms to share. Young women these days don't know how to cook. They don't know how to take care of their husbands. I will teach them. Tolu couldn't believe it. Her mother-in-law wanted to become a content creator. At first, Tolu thought she was joking. But the next day, she brought a notebook with ideas written down. I will talk about marriage, cooking, and good behavior, she announced proudly to Tolu. So now, teach me how to start. Tolu sighed. Mama, YouTube is not easy. You need to be consistent and you need to be patient. Mama waved her hand. Tolu, if you can do it, I can do it too. I want to also earn in dollars. And that was how Mama started her YouTube journey. The next day, Tolu helped Mama set up her channel. She wanted to call it Mama Wisdom's Corner. Tolu helped her record her first video. How to make the perfect egusi soup. Mama stood in the kitchen, wearing a bright red wrapper, talking confidently into the camera. My daughters, my sons, come closer. Let me teach you how to cook egusi soup the way our grandmothers did it. She sprinkled salt dramatically into the pot. Not too much salt, oh, or your husbands will say you want to give him high blood pressure. Tolu couldn't stop laughing. After uploading the video, something unexpected happened. The video went viral. People loved Mama. They loved her energy, her humor, and her traditional wisdom. Comments flooded in. Wow, Mama is the real influencer. We need more content for Mama. Mama, please teach us how to deal with mother-in-laws. That night, Mama danced around the living room. Tolu, can you imagine? I'm now famous. With time, Mama became more popular. Tolu and Mama started collaborating on videos. Mama reacts to modern dating, traditional versus modern cooking, and even Mama began learning TikTok dances. One day, a big company reached out. They wanted to sponsor them. Mama, they want to pay us to promote their cooking products, Tolu told her. Mama was shocked. You mean they will pay me for just talking about their products? Tolu nodded. She grabbed Tolu's hands. You know what? Let's do this. Mama and Tolu became an internet sensation. People love our videos, Mama. More brands want to work with us, Tolu announced to her. The money kept coming in. But most importantly, Tolu and Mama became best friends. And through it all, one thing became clear. There was no age limit to facing your dreams. As Mama became more popular, something funny started happening. People began recognizing her in public. One Saturday, Mama and Tolu went to the market to buy fresh fish. As they were bargaining with the fish seller, a young woman screamed, "Ha! That's Mama from YouTube." Before they knew it, a small crowd gathered around them. "Mama, please, take a picture with me. Mama, I love your egusi soup recipe. Mama, please, tell us one of your wise sayings." Mama adjusted her headscarf proudly and cleared her throat. "My children, listen well. If you want your marriage to last, do not argue when your husband is hungry. Give him food first. Then you guys can talk later." The crowd clapped and laughed. Some people even gave them free food. The fish seller added extra pieces of fish, and the tomato seller said, "Mama, take extra tomatoes, no problem." Mama's head was swelling with pride. As they drove home, Mama turned to Tolu and said, "Tolu, I am now a celebrity. Maybe I should get bodyguards." Tolu laughed so hard that her stomach hurt. But not everyone was happy with Mama's fame. One afternoon, their neighbor, Auntie Florence, visited. She was one of those women who always had something negative to say. As she sat down, folded her hands, she said, "Mama, so you are now a social media person. Instead of praying and reading your Bible, you are busy dancing on TikTok and YouTube." Mama laughed. "Florence, my dear, is it a crime to enjoy life? Even Moses in the Bible lived for 120 years. If he didn't enjoy his life, he would not have lived that long. If I am enjoying my life, if I am not enjoying my life, what else should I do?" Auntie Florence hissed. Me, I cannot disgrace myself like that. Oh. The internet never forgets." But deep down, Tolu knew Auntie Florence was jealous, and she was right. 1 week later, they saw Auntie Florence trying to record a video in front of her house. Not long after, the whole family heard about Mama's new career. Her eldest brother, Uncle Remy, called for a family meeting. "Mama, what is this we are seeing everywhere? You are now an internet person." Mama folded her arms. "Yes, and so?" "Mama, you are a respected elder in this family. How can you be doing social media things like a little girl?" Mama raised her hands and pointed at Tolu. "Remy, ask Tolu how much you made last month." Tolu brought out her phone and showed them their earnings. Uncle Remy's eyes almost popped out. "Ha! All this money?" Mama smiled. "So, Remy, should I stop?" Uncle Remy cleared his throat. Actually, I have always wanted to do business online. Can you tell Tolu to teach me?" Mama and Tolu burst into laughter. One day, they got an invitation from a big TV station for an interview. They wanted to talk about how Mama became an internet star at her age. The morning of the interview, Mama dressed in her finest lace and tied a head wrap that looked like a crown. As she entered the studio, the host smiled and said, "Mama, you are an inspiration to many. What advice do you have for people who think they are too old to chase their dreams?" Mama leaned forward and said, "My children, listen to me. If you are still breathing, you are not too old though. If you can think it, you can do it." The audience clapped, and everyone was happy. That night, as they watched the interview on TV, Mama turned to Tolu and said, "Tolu, I wanted to chase you out of my house because of this social media thing. But see me now, who would have thought?" Tolu smiled. "Mama, life is funny like that." Mama held Tolu's hand and said, "Thank you. Thank you for showing me the new world, my daughter." Tolu hugged her tight. "But you know what, Mama? Thank you for believing in yourself." And that was how Mama and Tolu became an unstoppable team. A young content creator and her mother-in-law who wanted to be like her by all means.